Good morning from Jonesboro, Arkansas, June 28th, 2023, 9:49 a.m. I decided to do a video after someone commented on my personal Facebook page. I put a screenshot of this up, and I've blown it up so you can see it better. That's all I put. There's more stuff to the left over here I didn't put. I just put this right here. And I put as the heading something like, "This is my savings after 12 days of owning this 100% crossover SUV." And as you see, I've saved $16 on a Prius, and we've saved $75 over a 4x4 truck, according to my calculations. If that's not exact, which it's not, it's darn close. But anyway, here's what somebody responded. And this person, I copied and pasted what they said. I don't want to give out their identity. They despise electric cars, hate them, and they're never concerned with the environment until the idea of electric cars come up. They've said, and I've blown this up, it wasn't this large on Facebook, but those African cobalt mines have done a horrendous number on Mother Earth, and the children that are forced to work there, maybe gas burning cars aren't so bad after all. Maybe. So I responded, actually, modern day electric cars are getting away from cobalt. Nickel too, but I didn't say that. And so that made me go look for some articles. So I went and found this article, one of the first ones I found, but it's dated 2021. I wanted one a little more modern. So I found this one, 2023. I actually like what this article says because look at this. And I also responded and told them, hey, you know, cell phones use more cobalt than almost anything, according to this article. It says, the use of cobalt in electric vehicle batteries has been raised as a concern given the worker exploitation in mining locations such as the Congo. While electric cars do use cobalt, the largest use of cobalt comes from the portable consumer electronics industry. And led by Tesla, we are transitioning away from the reliance on cobalt and generally establishing stricter standards on labor. And then this, you can pause and read it, or I will put this link in the description. You can click on it and find the page yourself. And right here, today it is a metal found in many products ranging from aircraft engines to lithium-ion batteries, including those in electric vehicles. Currently, the largest use of cobalt is in portable consumer electronics like cell phones, laptop computers, and tablets. This gentleman, I guarantee you, typed it on his tablet. He loves his Apple tablet. He is supporting the cobalt industry, the miners working in the field, by using his tablet. I'm not going to go that far because he would take that personal. But that's the truth. If you want to get all upset about cobalt and about, you know, because of electric cars, children have to be pretty much enslaved, you better chunk your tablet to the side. You better get rid of that cell phone. That's what you better do. But anyway, this article is 2 years old. Maybe now they don't put so much in tablets and cell phones. What would I know? I don't know. This article also talked about how Tesla, right here, Tesla's current vehicle batteries contain less than 5% cobalt, and the company announced in September 2020 that they are developing their own batteries that will be cobalt-free. Others are dramatically reducing the amount of cobalt needed for their batteries, like GM, who last year unveiled a new battery system that uses 70% less cobalt than current batteries. Part of my response on Facebook, which I don't know why I even bothered, is I took a screenshot of this right here. I took a screenshot of that and just posted it. Let's see what a more modern one says. And I'll put a link to this one in the description too. As the auto industry scrambles to produce more affordable electric vehicles, which are far superior to gas vehicles, whose most expensive components are the batteries, lithium iron phosphate is gaining traction as the EV battery material of choice. Technological advances have also reduced the performance gap in more widely used materials such as nickel and cobalt. Embraced by the EV industry leader Tesla 2 years ago, has sparked new interest, especially in the U.S., where a clutch of domestic and overseas manufacturers have pledged more than $11 billion in new production facilities. Two of the world's largest automakers, Toyota and Hyundai, have both announced plans in the past week to equip their future vehicles with LFP batteries, but have not disclosed plans for the United States. Okay? LFP is less expensive than cobalt and nickel, and all the materials can be obtained here in North America. That is awesome. I wish it were the United States and not North America, but better than getting our stuff from China. It will lower the transportation cost and a more secure supply chain. That's what I like, a more secure supply chain. Check out this paragraph. These new batteries have enabled lithium-ion phosphate cells to hold more energy than previously, providing EVs with more range, up to 450 miles on a single charge, Toyota said recently. I can't wait until the electric cars get up to 400 and 500 miles on average. That's going to happen. I don't know if we'll get much more than 500 if we get more infrastructure and faster charging cars. They may figure it's not necessary and it's just a waste of money, and it would raise the production cost, which would raise the purchase price. Who knows? But right now, with the infrastructure we have, 400 and 500 mile range would be phenomenal. If we have chargers out the yin-yang in years from now, reliable ones that charge super fast, it may not be necessary. But still, I want as long range as possible. I don't care if there's a level 3 on every corner. And look at this. Allegedly, they have demonstrated that you can match the range of cobalt cells with no compromise. No compromise, and more sustainable ingredients that go into the battery. Materials, not ingredients. Materials. Ford is opening a new $3.5 billion LFP cell manufacturing plant in western Michigan. Wow. The world's largest EV battery maker. Jim Farley, one of my favorite CEOs, said in February, the lower the automaker's cell cost, he said in February, he wants to lower the automaker's cell cost to less than $70 a kilowatt hour, from more than $100 a kilowatt hour for current sales. The lower this cost goes, the cheaper buying an electric car is going to be, because you have to compete and you have to beg people for your money. If corporations save money, a lot of times they pass it on to the consumers, because a lot of times they have no choice but to do it. Not because they want to, believe me, they want to keep as much money as they can, but because you have to beg people for their money. And because you have competitors also begging the same people for their money, you have to compete. Therefore, if you can lower cost as a manufacturer, then a lot of that cost is passed on to the consumer. They don't like passing that cost on, but it's just what you do. You have to do that. Now, I don't like this. More than 9% of these materials and components still come from China. It says here we're not ready to decouple from China yet. Boy, I hope someday we can. I really do. They're not the country you want to be in bed with. Believe me, you don't want to. Anyway, go ahead and pause this or click on the link that's going to be in the description if you want to read it all, and tell me what you think. Do you find in your life that a lot of people who don't give a whit about the environment, and I always admit, I don't drive an electric car to save the earth. A lot of people assume I do. They're like, well, I guess you think you're saving the earth driving that electric car. Well, I got news for you. It pollutes more than gas cars. Sometimes I don't drive an electric car to save the earth. But I find all the time hilarious people who don't give a fart about saving the earth. Don't give a crap about the environment. Don't give a hoot about the earth warming. Suddenly, they're concerned when it comes to electric cars. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because we are a tribal nation, unfortunately. EVs have become so political. If you're on one side, you need to hate them. If you're on the other side, you need to like them. Just because somehow they've become so political. And if it weren't so political, like I heard a YouTuber say the other day, and this is a paraphrase, I'm not sure how they said it. They said if you just came with a new car and you said you can fill this car up at home, you don't have to go to a gas station. And as long as you fill it up at home, it'll save you 70, 80, 90% of your fuel will be 70, 80, 90% cheaper. And you hardly ever have to take it in for maintenance. He said you tell people you developed a new car. This is before electric cars came on the scene. You go back 15 years ago and you tell somebody I've developed this car that has those 3 features. how insanely popular would that car have been? Everybody would have wanted it. But because EVs have been politicized like everything else in this country, then your tribe will dictate whether you have to bash them or defend them, and to hell with the truth. To hell with the truth. Everybody wants to believe what they want to believe, and they really don't give a fart in hell what's true and what's not. Sadly, that is the truth for a lot of people. All right, that's about all. Y'all seek the truth. No matter where that truth leads you, always seek the truth. That's it. Talk to you later. Bye.